Funding for Fair 2025 is provided by...
At Iowa Corn, we know that corn is more than just a crop. It fuels our cars, feeds our livestock, and is in over 4,000 products on your grocery store shelves. Iowa doesn't just grow corn grows Iowa. Learn more at iowacorn.org.
As Iowans, we all want clean air, land, and water. Iowa's pig farmers do too. The Iowa Pork Producers Association invites you to learn more at iowapork.org/wecare.
Since 1929, Wellaby has offered insurance solutions to help people protect their health and financial well-being. Wellaby strives to empower people to be well prepared, and well protected. Learn more at wellaby.com.
The Pella Rollscreen Foundation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS. Pella Windows and Doors strives to better our communities and build a better tomorrow.
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of Fair 2025. I'm Bill Riley. And as we head into these final moments of the fair, we're reminded that what really makes this place shine isn't just the food or the fun, it's the people. And tonight we're spending time with folks who bring the spirit of the fair to life. We'll head into the swine barn with some determined 4-H'ers and see what it takes to show pigs at the highest level. Okay. Then it's pure muscle and precision as competitors engage in a fair tradition that's all about old school skill. And we'll step into the brand new Conservation Discovery area at the DNR building. But first, we're gonna ease into the evening with a little goat yoga. Yes, real goats and real yoga and some seriously happy fairgoers.
A lot of noise around, so just noise from the barn. The goats are going crazy. We've got music, there's people talking. It's just a loud atmosphere, so to be able to get everybody engaged is, I would probably say, the most challenging part. After our first goat yoga numerous years ago, I ended up getting goats myself, so that's been the best part, is just getting the animals that after I have a session that I think that I like.
It was so much fun. The goats are so cute. And I was not expecting the yoga to be as advanced as it was, but it was a lot of fun. It was a good stretch.
All right, then we're gonna come forward into that lunge. If you want, you can press those hips forward, bring your hands up.
It was really fun. It was just fun to have the goats walking around and interacting, and I love yoga. It was a little different with goats kind of coming by, but it was really fun. just a fun interaction with the animals. I mean, I'm not usually around goats, and so they were very friendly. One tried to get my shirt a little bit, but just all in fun. So I think they were having a good time too.
So much fun to just play with the goats and pet them and to just get a little mini workout in while you're at the fair.
Up and under your armpit. Take your right leg, press it up and do a hip circle, nice and slow. Press up, out, and around.
Goat yoga or any of the barnyard yogas, that all different levels. So there's people that have never done yoga before. There's people that are amazing at yoga, way better than I am at yoga. There's kids. We've had bachelorette parties. It's kind of for everyone, like grandmas, kids, everybody. It's just a fun event.
These 4-Hers are penned over. They are getting ready to be the best in their class. We are at the 4-H Swine Show. We have both pure and crossbred on the docket for today. They're getting ready to find out what the judge thinks here and see if they are some of the best at the Iowa State Fair. What'd you just win?
Grand Champion Duroc Breeding Guild.
What's that mean to you?
It means a lot to me.
Why do you think that you won?
After all the hard work and that it looks good out there and was walking and presented well.
What'd the judge tell you after you won?
Congrats. I wasn't listening. I was just in the moment, kinda.
What's that moment like? Describe that moment for me.
Excited, happy, thrilled that all my hard work's finally paying off after all the years showing.
Tell me what the hard work is, because not everybody understands what it is you go through.
Late nights in the barns, getting yelled at some nights. Just a lot of making sure they get walked every day, twice a day, tanned every single day, washed, everything you can think of, they have to get done every single day.
All right, when I watch you in the ring, what am I watching in your brain? What's being said in your mind?
Oh, probably me just being nervous out there the whole time.
You don't look nervous when you're out there. You are?
Yeah, I'm very nervous when I'm out there.
She's a big backyard. The giraffe body. More importantly, she's the loosest, longest hip, most athletic in the drive. Very, very comfortable where I started.
What did it mean to go from reserve to grand this year?
It just made me really happy just to finally get that top spot.
And your support group, who helps you?
My dad and my brothers are always helping me and encouraging me to do my best.
Tell me what it is you're trying to do in the ring when you're looking at the judge and looking up and helping your animal.
Well, I'm just trying to see, like, if the judge wants me to do something, like if it wants me to drive it forward or go to the side, or if he wants me to go get penned up or something.
What'd you just win?
Commercial Breeding Guild.
What was that like to win?
It was very good. It felt really good today.
Did you think that this was a strong possibility when you woke up this morning?
I kind of felt like I'd do pretty well with her. I was hoping I'd catch a pen, but it really shocked me winning the division.
What's her name?
Avery.
Tell me about Avery.
Avery is very good. She really listens. She's just really special. She has a great personality.
Is that important in a hog or something, in an animal?
Yeah, if they have a good personality, I feel like they listen better and respond to the whip better.
What's it like showing at the Iowa State Fair?
It's really great. It's super special to be here.
When the judge penned you the first time and you won your class, describe the emotion difference between then and then walking out with the big purple.
It was really cool. I don't know, there's like not a whole lot of words to it. It was just really great.
Do you remember anything the judge said?
No.
Outside Pioneer Hall, it's time for the Manual Timber Sports Contest, a showdown worthy of Paul Bunyan himself. Lumberjacks and Jills will compete in 7 categories of wood chopping and sawing, each aiming to prove they're a cut above the rest. Let's see who's carving out a win today.
Ready, set, go.
And what are we here today for?
We're here for the Heritage Timber Sports event.
And tell me a little bit about that. As a first timer that knows absolutely nothing, give me a little rundown.
We always start with the axe, the chopping. Most dangerous, most skill. It's about precision, strength, and speed. Cut it once, you don't have to cut it again. Hopefully you don't cut yourself. From there, there's 3 specific styles of saws: bow saws, buck saws, and crosscut saws. Crosscut saws are the 5 or 6 foot long ones. Bow saws are the smaller ones, more people are familiar with. Buck saws are more of a traditional style, with the tensioner located at the top of the blade.
What are your tips and tricks for first timers if they want to get involved with this for the first time?
Just go right in there and try it. And as far as the saw, I have a song, hold on loosely, but don't let go. If you hold too tight, you lose control.
I like that, that's good.
The bow saw is the lightest, and then they get a bit bigger and heavier. Being steady, keeping the bow straight, pulling as opposed to pushing. Literally, if you hold on too tight, the blade wobbles and goes all over the place.
First place goes to Ann. Ann, congratulations.
And as a first timer who's never done it before, what tips or tricks do you have for me?
Start slow, stay consistent, and then you can build up speed from there. There'll be plenty of us up there cheering you on.
Go.
Yep, keep it moving. 3.
And what do you enjoy about competing in this competition?
I like how we have all the camaraderie. Everybody encourages one another to borrow or use each other's equipment. It's very encouraging and positive.
And what do you enjoy about it? Why do you keep coming back for more?
Every year it's like a family reunion, like we all see each other. We're talking this year about finally exchanging contact information so we know who's coming back when.
Why do you 2 compete?
Well, we started competing after Dakota did the beard contest a couple years ago, and we've just been doing it ever since. It's really fun. You compete with the same people, so you get to see them once a year and just have some camaraderie and some fun, friendly competition.
We've been doing it for 4 years. We make a good team, and so we got married last year.
And how did you 2 meet?
We actually met by talking about the state fair. So I told Dakota that we could be the king and queen of Pioneer Hall, and here we are with all our ribbons. So
thank you.
We had a super fun day today at the Timber Sports. If you haven't tried it or haven't watched, I highly recommend going next year. And it's always a great day at the Iowa State Fair when you go home with a ribbon, even if it's 7th place.
If you've been watching our coverage closely over the years, you might have spotted someone who's no stranger to fair competitions, Ann Hegstrom. Ann throws herself into the fair with heart, humor, and a whole lot of creativity.
I just love the fair. The fair is just Iowa. Everything about it is things I love. I love going to look at the 4-H exhibits, to see how those kids are doing. Of course, you have to go see the butter cow. That's something you have to do every year. The food, the people are fun to talk with. What's not to like except maybe the heat? I come every day to the fair. I work every day in the fair, but I come early so I can do all the contests and see the fair.
Good morning, Jay. What's ready? I need the and I need a donut, like the one you sprinkle.
I come early in the morning, get my breakfast, my coffee, all that early in the morning.
After this, I'm getting donuts. Nice. Yes. Look at that. All the way to that.
Look at that. I love it.
When the fair first opens on Thursday morning, they have a history tour. For that, I'm planning on wearing kind of a historical map of the United States and a vintage Iowa flag.
Historic state fairgrounds. The Agriculture Building is still home to one of our most beloved Iowa State Fair icons, which would be the butter cow.
Because I go everywhere all the time, I probably get in at least 10 miles every day. I have to decide what I'm going to wear for every day at the fair and for every contest that I participate in. The best part about a fair outfit is the fact that people notice it. People recognize me and they'll remember me and they'll talk to me. Sign up. I do a lot of the heritage contests because I want to make sure that they continue. So part of that is they're fun, but I also want to be enthusiastic about it and have other people come and join. It's the chicken calling, it's the husband calling, it's the kids telling jokes, the cow chip throwing contest and the rubber chicken throwing contest. Those are all part of the heritage ones, and they're fun. I hope people just always want to come do them. That's a part of the fair that I hope will continue forever. When I go up on stage for chicken calling, I'm wearing a feather boa and I'm ready to do my yell. It's like, and they laugh, and that's the best part of it. The road. But I really came to the fair seeing it through my husband's eyes. And he always went to all the ag buildings and had to watch all the contests. And so that became part of my life too. And he spent a lot of time at the wood carvers contest. He loved to talk to those guys. He was a farmer, he did like a little bit of everything. And then suddenly he had an accident and he couldn't do any of it anymore. So this is one of the ways that he could still vicariously enjoy part of Iowa. And so every year I make sure that I honor that somehow, some way.
Almost there. Good job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Woohoo! Congratulations. Bring the cutting there.
One day at the fair is overwhelming. It's hard to do everything that you want to do. That's the advantage of when I come every day for work and I come early, I can just do bite-sized portions of the fair, and then it's just really fun and you're not worn out.
I'm slowing you down, aren't I, Ann?
So welcome to the DNR building. When people come to see the DNR exhibit at State Fair, they naturally think about the aquarium. That is kind of our flagship. The aquarium itself has about 40 different species of fish on display. We bring about 200 and some fish in for the week to show off the fisheries across the state of Iowa. And it's actually the original DNR building at the State Fair. And next year it will be 100 years old. We wanted to create a new experience where Iowans could come and learn about some of our state parks and have an interactive experience. And so this last year we built a new structure here showcasing two of our flagship parks. We have Makokata Cave State Park and Pilot Knob State Park. So over 15 weeks, we had a contractor in here building both the cave and the tower. There's about 20,000 pounds of concrete and 5,000 pounds of steel here. And 13 family members actually worked on it together, so it's been really cool.
Look at this, look at the enclosure seating and
So as you walk into the cave, you'll experience sounds of a cave. It looks like it's wet like a cave. There's the stalactites in there. We've got some creatures in there, including some bats and a skink. And then there's also a smaller cave that kids can crawl into. And sometimes we have a little trouble getting the kids out, but it's really cool. It feels like you're in a cave at Makokata Cave State Park. Look down and you'll see the little cave that you can go through, but then also look up. You're gonna see bats, you're gonna see lights, you're gonna see all kinds of little nooks and crannies that feel like the inside of a cave. So in the floor, we have a river scene, and then also there's a couple of cutout spots where next year we're gonna bring in creatures and put them in the floor so you can walk over the top of them. So it'd be an experience like you're going over the top of a stream. We also have a backdrop from another one of our flagship state parks, Pikes Peak, and it shows Bridal Falls, and that's the waterfall that you can see in the park at Pikes Peak in northeast Iowa. We also have a shooting range experience where kids and adults alike can come and do archery. We also have programming throughout the week, 3 times a day, so folks can come out and learn about opportunities outside. This is going to be here for a while. It was built here. It's concrete, it's heavy, it looks super cool, it's visually appealing, it's interactive. You know, I'm a mom of 2 little kids and they loved it. So I think it's also important to note that it's ADA compliant, so you can take wheelchairs through there, you can take strollers through there. It's a very accessible opportunity.
This is the Older Iowans cookie decorating contest. It's a great event for older Iowans here today. Anybody 60 and older can come right up. They don't have to sign up beforehand. They can just show up and come decorate a cookie. So it's free. It's not something that they have to sign up for like the other food events. They can just come and grab a cookie and fill out their information and just get in line and set up and start decorating. And at the end, they turn the cookie in. They can turn it in for judging and win an award, win a ribbon, which everybody's here for, right? Blue ribbons in this building, and they can get a cookie to eat right away.
I'm trying to do a fair logo. I don't know how it'll turn out. You never know till the end. So it's fun. It's part of the fair.
So we have our buttercream that we use at the store, and then they have a lot of different sprinkle options. So some rainbow sprinkles, some sanding sugar, all different colors, and then some colored gels. So we have a full array of the rainbow colors now that they can use. So yeah, lots of different options. We see so many creative things. A lot of times people go for fair-themed cookies.
I'm gonna need to get another tune.
It's so fun seeing what people can come up with. Well, I will say there's a gentleman that comes every year, and I'm sure he'll be here this year, and he comes with some tweezers.
The first one they did about, 6 years ago, I happened to have my little Swiss Army knife in my pocket because I couldn't. I said, how are you supposed to get the colors you want? So then I said, oh, I have a little tweezer. So I got it out of my Swiss pocket knife. So now I think they call me the tweezer man.
He meticulously uses the sprinkles and will place them in the most beautiful designs, and he blows us away every year. So very impressive with corn kernels or corn on the cob. It's amazing.
I didn't have an idea for this year yet until I was walking from the ag building to here, and I went by one of the vendor stands and they had this ear of corn on the sign. I said, that's what I'll do. I got a couple ideas to make it pop a little more yet, maybe. Or it might ruin it. Who knows, right?
I like that it's just seeing the fun that people have, the looks on their faces, the enjoyment that they get out of it.
It's a tree with a swing.
Being creative and having fun, that they have their grandkids can come and join them, and they love it.
Think you've got what it takes to win a ribbon at the fair? Well, these contestants prove they sure do. Here are the latest results. stepping away for just a moment, but stick around because we're only getting started. Still ahead, more fair stories you won't want to miss, like these. Some fierce competition at the ladies' rubber chicken throwing contest. Advanced vet camp, where future animal experts get hands-on experience. And a world record attempt from the Iowa Lottery. Tons of people, one unforgettable moment. We'll be right back with more fair fun only on Iowa PBS.
What's a pro tip for people that are coming to the fair?
Oh, definitely comfortable shoes. I brought my fan along. Anything to stay cool.
And what would you recommend people wear to the fair?
I told him, I said, black shirt. I wish you could pan over there, but my buddy, he's got a black shirt on. Don't sweat through a gray shirt. Absolutely no gray shirts.
If you got lost at the state fair, what would you do?
Find a cop.
Or a nice citizen around here. There's a lot of nice people around here. I'm pretty sure they would help.
I think so too.
If you're like getting lost, you just gotta look for what your parents were wearing.
Good call.
And you also have to you can also go tell somebody who works at the state fair.
What is something you would recommend people do not do, or something they should not wear to the state fair?
High heels.
A mullet.
A mullet?
Definitely don't wear sandals. Wear something comfortable because you'll be moving around the whole day and getting over 10,000 steps probably.
Now, there are a lot of contests at the fair that take serious skill and strategy. And then there's this one. It's loud, it's silly, and a fan favorite. It's the ladies' rubber chicken throwing contest.
We're about to find out which one of these ladies can fling their featherless fowl the furthest.
On deck. Sandy, yes.
We have three sisters here with us today that all participated in the rubber chicken throwing competition. Who was the winner of the sisters? How far did you throw it?
I think around 49. I'm not sure.
Are you all rooting for each other, or do you have a bet on a winner?
Oh no, we're all rooting for each other. We always have, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not.
This is
She's probably gonna win, but I want to beat her. I'm gonna practice.
You have a year to gear up.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
I never threw a chicken before.
Hey, there's a first time for everything. There's a first time.
My first time, yeah. Now I know how to do it. Okay.
Yeah, tell us what's the trick?
Well,
She hit her.
yeah.
She hit her wheel. She
It's her fault. She put me in the wrong position.
Yeah, absolutely. Blame your sister. Good.
I only threw it 8 feet.
Probably far. Mine would have gone behind me. So.
Fine, remember. Okay, good one. Here until you're ready. I do want to say thank you for coming out. It's a little bit warm, but it's a beautiful day at the Iowa State Fair. And this is always a fun contest.
I'm here visiting my daughter and her boyfriend and their family. And she told me before I came, she's like, Mom, we have to do the chicken throw. I was like, what the devil is a chicken throw? I was like, well, I just had my shoulder replaced, so I can't throw overhand yet. She's like, no, Mom, you'll be great, because I played basketball. So she was like, okay, you can do it. So I just got as much weight in there as I could. It was the first time I've ever thrown one, and I got 55. I was like, whoop, whoop.
Awesome. On deck. Melissa, deck.
Can you hear me? You get yourself in here right now! Come on!
At the Iowa State Fair, certain voices rise above the crowd, and one of the most unforgettable belonged to Bonnie Swalwell Eilert.
Roy! Roy, 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 Roy!
A loyal contestant in just about every Pioneer Hall contest, she'd take the mic with confidence, charm, and a little bit of mischief.
My husband said to me, "You're not going to do that, Bonnie. You're not. Oh, please don't do it." I said, "I'm going to do it." I defied him and I won first. So after that, he's gun-ho for me.
She was a very colorful person. She always came, if it was a chicken calling, she would have a chicken hat on. If it was hog calling, she would have a pig on her head.
Bonnie Swalwell Eilert of rural Newton is the winner of the chicken calling contest. And Bonnie, aside from dressing up for the occasion, how did you prepare for this event?
I don't know, it just comes natural because my parents were farmers. I married a farmer, and it just is natural. We always had chickens.
She had a lot of energy. She was very competitive. When she got up to the microphone, she knew what she wanted to produce.
Come on, girls. You know Mommy wants to make an angel food cake.
Bonnie's love for the fair went far beyond the stage.
She did the hymn sing in the log church, and her husband actually created some stained glass windows for Pioneer Hall, and she was quite proud of that and felt very happy to be able to donate that to the fairgrounds.
And why did you decide to enter the rubber chicken throwing contest?
I have done it for years. I never get any place, but I always think, well, I better do it again this year because they're going to wonder where that little old lady's at. I don't get very far, but I love to do it. And the people here love to have me do it too, I think.
Bonnie passed away earlier this year, but her spirit will always be part of the sound of the fair.
Hurry up! Get your you-know-what out of that bed!
First place for 2017, 823. She was a jewel, a gem, a many-faceted gem.
One thing's for sure, there's something for everyone at the Iowa State Fair. Some of us love the big crowds, the big sounds, the bright lights, and some of us don't. This year, Sensory Friendly Morning has even more fun opportunities. All right, Peter, tell me about this very special playground.
Well, we're very excited about our new Variety Star playground. We were able to dedicate this playground at opening ceremonies of the 2025 Iowa State Fair, and we were able to do it because we received a note last year, an email from the Hagerman family. Kinsley Hagerman, who is handicapped, wasn't able to experience the old playground, and it kind of ruined her day at the Iowa State Fair, and she called us to task for this, and we were really proud to be able to build this new playground this year because of that. And
wait, and that was a letter from a child?
Yeah, little Kinsley. It was really quite wonderful, and this was a unique one for us because we were able to partner with Variety, and they raised some of the money, we raised some of the money. We were able to put together $700,000 for this beautiful new playground for all fairgoers to enjoy. And this is also, it's also kind of special because this is open every day of the year outside of the fair too, so it's a neighborhood amenity now too.
What's the response been?
Oh, it's been wonderful. I think it's great. My own kids love it. You know, everyone loves the surface. It's twice as big as the old playground. The merry-go-round is really neat, and it's just been a really special treat for the fair this year.
So Jordan, tell me about sensory friendly morning.
So sensory friendly can look like a couple different things. What we try to do, we can't control everything, but to minimize the distractions in the environment. Taking on an event of this magnitude without knowing that there's assistance and understanding can be really difficult for families. So today, Child Serve and the Iowa State Fair are saying, you're welcome every day, but we're here for you today, all day today, to help you navigate this important event.
Cindy, tell me about your family.
So our family is a family of 3. Our son Aiden is 14, and he has Emmanuel syndrome.
Nice, Aiden. That was awesome, buddy.
So this is just such a, I guess is just such a relief for us to have staff that are trained, to have resources, to have spaces that are appropriate for Aiden, to have activities that help him engage, because he does have a lot of limitations, and those are ways that he can connect and enjoy something fun. And then we as a family can enjoy that together.
Yeah. And truly, the Iowa State Fair is for everyone.
Yes.
The competition is heating up as we head into the final stretch on the Riley stage. Here are the performers who made it through today. Don't forget, Talent Championships air Sunday, August 17th at 8 p.m. on Iowa PBS.
For many young Iowans, the fair is more than just fun. It's a place to learn and explore future careers. We're heading over to the Advanced Vet Camp, where students with a passion for animals get hands-on experience and a real-world look at veterinary medicine.
We're here at the Jacobson Center, where students are getting a hands-on look at what it's like to work in the vet field. It's a chance for students who are interested in taking care of animals someday to get their gloves dirty and ask lots of questions. Let's go check it out.
Yes, so we're running our advanced vet camp here today at the Jacobson Center at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. And we're running a few different lab experiences for the students that are here at the vet camp. So today it's some middle school and high school students that are here. Right behind us, they are dissecting fetal pigs, so lots of fun experiences. In the other room, they're doing kind of like a blood sampling lab, so giving them some really hands-on activities and a look for what kind of the vet industry is like and different experiences within like animal health and animal medicine.
So our heart's going to be up here in the thoracic cavity. We're so
something they can just sign up for. It's free. When the sign-ups come out, the classes fill up really quickly, but it's put on through the education department at the Iowa State Fair.
So I would recommend cutting into the abdomen first, and here's why. If you cut into the chest first, you're going to get rid of that negative pressure, and we don't know if they had pathology in their chest or not.
What are you hoping that kids learn and walk away with?
Well, I hope they learn a little bit more about the veterinary profession as a whole and what veterinarians and veterinary technicians do on a daily basis when they're in their clinics and doing their jobs.
It seems like they're getting hands-on experience today.
Yes, we try to make all of our vet camp stations very hands-on and very interactive for students, so they aren't just sitting, having people talk at them or lecture at them. They're getting to roll up their sleeves and get their hands dirty in vet med.
I don't know, describe what this is like.
Gross, but also like fascinating.
It's disgusting, to say the least. Are you interested in medicine someday, veterinary medicine?
I am. I would love to be a vet someday.
I hope they walk away first with some just fun memories and experiences of something they could do at the fair.
Yep, fluid is normal.
But also hopefully to open their minds and show them some visions of what their future could look like, maybe within the animal industry or just within the agriculture industry as a whole. A big part of my job that I do throughout the school year is helping kids kind of figure out what their future looks like after school. So maybe this camp can be kind of the start of thinking through what they want to do for their careers.
So I've been in FFA and I was like a volunteer last year for it. And so this year I was like, oh, I'll just like help and be the manager because I've already been in it and helped with it. So I was like, I know what I'm doing, so I'll come and help.
They come and then we just really get going right away and they start digging in and asking questions and are really curious about it. So it's a really fun experience and something that helps them kind of like bond with other students as well, make some new friends and make some fun memories too.
Behind the Blue Ribbon is a documentary that shares candid moments with some of the people responsible for maintaining the fair's most cherished traditions.
Hello. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. In case you didn't know, we have a fair starting in less than a month. Some of you look excited and some of you look terrified. We're going to do two things today. We're going to talk about new things at this year's fair, and then we're going to talk about ways we want you to be contagious, how we want you to spread the fair fever.
The Iowa State Fair, when you look at our missions statement, ultimately it's a celebration of all the very best things of Iowa. We want to make sure we're a place that people want to be, and I think one of the ways we become that place, of the place where people want to be, is that they have a good experience while they're here.
The fair is not a prison. What that means is none of them are required to be here. Every single fairgoer made a choice to come to the Iowa State Fair. It's not a requirement. In all reality, we could open the fair on August 8th and no one could show up. It is not guaranteed. The accounting department just fainted.
We have to be a place that every Iowan feels like they are welcome. We have to be that place. That's our job. We hope, though, that when people come, that they're able to see, again, those kids excelling at the highest level. They're able to see their neighbors showing off some skill that you had no idea, or forget about everything during a grandstand concert. You know, we hope we provide those experiences, but yet still provide that commonplace, and we hope that's what the fair provides.
Thank you for your time, and we will see you, well, we'll see you around. So, see you at the fair.
You can watch the full Behind the Blue Ribbon documentary anytime on iowapbs.org.
You occasionally run into some lines at the fairgrounds, maybe waiting to see the butter cow or to buy one of the popular new foods. But this is a really, really long line, and it's full of people waiting for a chance to win some cash, but also maybe be part of history. The Iowa Lottery is trying to set a new Guinness World Record for the most people scratching off a scratch ticket at once.
Oh, Travis, I can't think of a better way to celebrate 40 years of the Iowa Lottery. When you think of that first ticket that was sold here at the fairgrounds, August 22nd, 1985, for Iowans to show up and help us attempt to set a Guinness World Record with scratch tickets 40 years later, I can't think of a better way to celebrate 40 years of the Iowa Lottery giving back.
Becky, why are you here?
Because I feel lucky, and I brought my lucky pigs. That's what I was gonna tell you. Here you go. I give them out to people. You take 2 and give 1 to someone else. Take 3. There you go.
So you're feeling lucky today?
Feeling lucky.
Are you feeling lucky? Is that why you came?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm always lucky.
Are you a regular scratch ticket player?
I am. Well, not too many scratch tickets, more lotto. The lotto, I play that a lot.
Are you feeling lucky today?
Yes, very lucky.
Well, that's half the battle right there.
Yeah.
And you can't win if you don't play, right?
Right, exactly.
Now, if you won one of the big prizes, you got any specific plans?
Probably a new car.
What would you do if you won one of the big prizes?
That is a really good question. Enjoy. Just do something enjoyable.
Something you wouldn't normally do?
Correct.
When I say win, you say It was that $1 scratch match and win ticket that was sold here on the fairgrounds 40 years ago. And it's awesome that fast forward 40 years later, there was a $5 scratch match and win ticket in the hands of all the Iowans attempting to set a new Guinness World Record tonight. We thought it would be cool to create a special gold-plated commemorative scratcher for the occasion. So everybody that's here tonight is going to get that, and they're going to scratch with that. And of course, we'll make sure they have a t-shirt, so as they're walking around town, everybody can know, hopefully, that they were part of setting a new Guinness World Record.
Everyone in the black shirt is a steward. They are watching to make sure you don't scratch until we say go. Ready, set,
hold on.
Go!
What are you supposed to do?
You got to match.
You got to match 3.
Of course, we're the Iowa Lottery, so we've got to have a little bit of fun beyond trying to set a new world record. So we had 3 cash prizes for everybody in attendance as well that we anticipate giving away. A $4,000 prize, a $4,000 prize, and of course, a $40,000 cash prize. So those are going to be given away while we're waiting for the Guinness World Adjudicator to officially sanction the attempt.
I can announce that today, in Des Moines, you had a total of 1,380. It's a new Guinness World Record title. 1,380.
I believe I've been carving here 15 years now. Virtually stumbled into it 25 years ago. A friend of mine had seen it done here at the Iowa State Fair. In all my adult life, I appreciated art, but especially sculpture. And often when I saw sculpture, I'd say to myself, well, that'd be easy to do. I know I could do that. And when they were telling me about the chainsaw carving done here, they said it was really cool. I found it interesting. And I said, I think I could do that. And they essentially dared me to come over to their house. They had logs in the yard. I had a homeowner's chainsaw. And I carved something. It was a fish. It was crude and it was slow, but I was intrigued with the process. Started playing around with it on weekends, and it took off from there. Well, I'm carving with TJ Jenkins and Clint Hennick, and together we'll create probably at least 44 pieces for the 2 auctions. The traditional auction is the live auction at the cattle sale barn, 3:30 on Sunday. The other half of the carvings will be sold online through the Blue Ribbon Foundation. All the money for both auctions goes back into the Blue Ribbon Foundation, and they invest that back into the fairgrounds. Choose a log based on what we want to carve, and then we go to it. We start with the bigger saws with the bigger cuts, switch to smaller saws for more detail, more shaping. Often we'll use electric tools such as a die grinder or an angle grinder as a high-speed sander to finish it out a little nicer. Sometimes even some burning, taking a torch and darkening certain features. The hummingbird, I'm proud of the hummingbird. It's been a popular piece. It's fun. A lot of people come up to us and say that this is their favorite thing to see at the fair. So we're here every day. It's a busy day, it can be a long day. Sometimes to us it feels a little bit like Groundhog Day. It doesn't matter that it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, it's kind of the same day over and over again, but it's still fun. It's great to be here.
That brings another night of Fair 2025 to a close. We're grateful you chose to spend part of your Friday evening with us. There's a lot to watch out there, and we're glad you tuned in. If you'd like to revisit any of the highlights from tonight's show,
you'll find it all from videos to photos on our website, our YouTube channel, and the PBS app, plus our Facebook and Instagram pages. We love bringing the State Fair to you wherever and whenever you want it.
hey, we'll be back tomorrow night with a special Saturday edition of Fair 2025, featuring a mix of fresh fun and time-honored tradition. Like the high-climbing action of the Lineman's Rodeo, the fierce and friendly competition of the Cornhole Tournament, and the inspiring achievements on display at the 4-H and FFA Sale of Champions. It's all part of the best state fair coverage around, right here on Iowa PBS. Until tomorrow, I'm Bill Riley. Have fun at the fair.
Funding for Fair 2025 is provided by...
At Iowa Corn, we know that corn is more than just a crop. It fuels our cars, feeds our livestock, and is in over 4,000 products on your grocery store shelves. Iowa doesn't just grow corn, corn grows Iowa. Learn more at iowacorn.org.
As Iowans, we all want clean air, land, and water. Iowa's pig farmers do too. The Iowa Pork Producers Association invites you to learn more at iowapork.org/wecare.
Since 1929, Wellaby has offered insurance solutions to help people protect their health and financial well-being. Wellaby strives to empower people to be well prepared, and well protected. Learn more at wellaby.com.
The Pella Roll Screen Foundation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS. Pella Windows and Doors strives to better our communities and build a better tomorrow.
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.